are truly passionate about the African wilderness and protecting the African wilderness. And so what we've done is we've focused on iconic cats. And I know in the light of human suffering and poverty and even climate change, one would wonder, why worry about a few cats? Well, today we're here to share with you a message that we have learned from a very important and special character, this leopard.
Well, our lives have basically been like a super long episode of CSI, something like 28 years. In essence, what we've done is we've studied the science, we've looked at the behavior, we've seen over 2,000 kills by these amazing animals. But one of the things that science really lets us down on is that personality, that individual personality that these animals have. And here's a prime example. We found this leopard in a 2,000-year-old baobab tree in Africa, and the same tree that we found her mother in and her grandmother. And she took us on a journey and revealed something very special to us. Her own daughter, 8 days old. And the minute we found this leopard, we realized that we needed to move in, and so we basically stayed with this leopard for the next 4.5 years. Following her every day, getting to know her, that individual personality of hers, and really coming to know her. Now, I'm destined to spend a lot of time with some unique, very, very special, individualistic, and often seductive female characters. Beverly's clearly one of them, and this little leopard, Lachadima, is another, and she changed our lives.
Well, we certainly did spend a lot of time with her. In fact, more time than even her mother did. When her mother would go off hunting, we would stay and film. And early on, a lightning bolt hit a tree 20 paces away from us. It was frightening, and it showered us with leaves and the pungent smell. And of course, we were stunned for a while. But when we managed to get our wits about us, we looked at each other and said, my gosh, what's going to happen with that little cub? She's probably going to forever associate that deafening crash with us. Well, we needn't have worried. She came charging out of the thicket straight towards us, sat next to us, shivering, with her back towards Derek and looking out. And actually from that day on, she's been comfortable with us. So we felt that that day was the day that she really earned her name. We called her Lachadima, which means light from the sky.
Now, we've found these individualisms in all sorts of animals, in particular in the cats. This particular one is called Intwai Dumela, he who greets with fire, and you can just see that about him, you know, that's his character. But only by getting up close to these animals and spending time with them can we actually even reach out and dig out these personal characters that they have.
But through our investigation, we have to seek the wildest places in Africa. And right now, this is in the Okavango Delta in Botswana. Yes, it is swamp. We live in the swamp in a tent. But I must tell you, every day is exhilarating. But also, our hearts are in our throats a huge amount of the time because we're driving through water and it's the unknown territory. But we're really there seeking and searching and filming the iconic cats.
Now, one of the big things, of course, everybody knows that cats hate water. And so this was a real revelation for us. And we could only find this by pushing ourselves, by going where no sane person should go. Not without some prompting, by the way, from Beverly. And just pushing the envelope, going out there, pushing our vehicle, pushing ourselves. But we've managed to find that these lions are 15% bigger than any others, and they specialize in hunting buffalo in the water.
And then, of course, the challenge is knowing when to turn around. We don't always get that right. And on this particular day, we seriously underestimated the depth. We got deeper and deeper until it was at Derek's chest height. Well, then we hit a deep depression, and we seriously submerged the vehicle. We actually managed to drown $2 million worth of camera gear. We drowned our pride, I must tell you, which was really serious, and we seized the engine.
And of course, one of the rules that we have in the vehicle is that he who drowns the vehicle gets to swim with the crocodiles. You'll notice also that all of these images here are taken from the top angle by Beverly, the dry top angle, by the way. But all the places we get stuck in really have great views, and it wasn't a moment and these lions came back towards us and Beverly was able to get a great photograph of it.
But we truly do spend day and night trying to capture unique footage. And 20 years ago, we did a film called Eternal Enemies, where we managed